Hello, dear beautiful, amazing humans and wonderful Earth. The topic of today will be freedom. What real freedom is. I will give you a feeling of what freedom is. To sit in the now, to sit here in this moment, where everything, every sensation, every sense perception comes to you, and where you observe, like waiting in a sense, listening, be wondrous. And from here, you can start to use your will to focus on what is it that you want to focus on. Real freedom is the strength to allow yourself to have a clear mind, to have a clear soul, so that you can fill your soul with what is healthy, what is beautiful, what is creative, what is divine. That is freedom to choose. For example, I sit here, I can choose to focus on my heartbeat, I can choose to focus on my mind and my thoughts, I can choose to focus on my emotions, I can choose to focus on the outer world, and I can give it thoughts and contemplation after. Or while I do it. But if I contemplate the outer world while I observe it, I will not be completely in the moment. But if I am in the moment and observing an object or observing something I have chosen for myself, that expression of the object is what I have in my consciousness. And as I said, you can choose this by training this up, by having this practice of using your whole being to have a free will, to be free, to have real freedom. For me, I am going the extra step. I have made for myself God watching me all the time, every single moment. And having Him watch me, having the divine watch me every single moment, makes me aware of myself and what I do, what I put out in the world, what thoughts I think, what feelings I have, and what I do when I wake up. I always have something to wake up to. I always work towards a goal, towards aspirations. And that is because I have the drive to do so. I wake up and are given the drive and the enthusiasm and the initiation. I can initiate things much easier. And that is because I am getting help. By always having them around me, I am aware that all the movements, all this physical realm, all my faculties of perception and cognition are of the divine, are of the spiritual realms. Yes, we can explain it in physical terms if we want to. In nervous system, chemical reactions, the thermodynamic laws, and heredity, but it is only speculation. It is only theory. And if it is a theory, it is not 100% sure. But if you are sure of yourself and you have gained a certain insight, you know, you have a knowledge, you can speak with more authority, you can speak with more strength with this. And this you can only build for yourself. No one can give this to you. You use your own free will, your own I, your own consciousness, your own ego to build upon yourself, to focus upon yourself, to strengthen your everyday life in the Spirit. The Spirit is always with us. The Spirit is always in the moment. And the more we appreciate and stop for a moment, and slow down to this moment instead of being linear you will start to perceive the divine. The divine is here, right here, where the silence is. And in this silence you can build a new spiritual world. You can put in place what you're missing by studying, by contemplating, by meditating. All the different spiritualities, religions, philosophies, sciences that has come out in every era, and you can see where they came from in each era and where we are now and what we have that they don't have, that we are supposed to cultivate and grow. By studying the whole history and the process to where we are now and what we are supposed to do, you can get a grip, a sensation, a feeling of where we are going and what we are supposed to do, not we think we are supposed to do. And we can only do this individually by choosing it ourselves and choosing to do it for humanity. If you do it for humanity, you do it for the divine, and you are choosing it with your free will. You do not feel compelled, you do not feel you're forced to do it, you do not do it because you fear going to hell or anything. You do it because it is enjoyable, you do it because it is right, you do it because it is for the divine. And what other joy is there than to do things for the creation of all? What other purpose is there? And when you find that purpose, you can go a little more detailed into it. What do you want to do for the divine? What do you want to do for humanity? What is your strength? What is your passions? What do you want to do that is selfless for humanity? And when I mean selfless, I do not mean being a martyr and forgetting yourself and dying for something that you do not believe in. You must fight for something you believe in. You must fight for something the soul deserves, the soul respects. Your soul is given a higher passion. Not a passion to, oh, I gained this, I have a little joy, and now I'm sad again because I don't get joy from it anymore. You wake up every day because there is something new to be joyous about, something new to explore. The world is so big and the world is so intricate, and the human being, which is so unique here on this planet Earth, have so many secrets and mysteries. And every day, exploring more of it is the highest joy I can experience. Because I always know I get back from it. I always know that every moment, every second I sacrifice to mastering myself, the more I master myself, the more insight I get, and the more strength and safety. The more ethic and moral you are, alone, with other people, the more you're standing untouchable in a sense. You know you haven't done anything wrong. You know you stand in your ethic and moral beauty. And what can people then do? The only thing they can do is say, look at that goody two-shoes. He think he's so much better than all of us. When the truth is, they don't even pay it no mind. They have other things to focus on. They have themselves and the world and the strength they put out in the world to focus on. They have a purpose. We all have a purpose and we need to find it for ourselves. More or less our only responsibility is to find our purpose and to know ourselves. If we want others to give things to us, we will be put in a place they want us, not us. A lot of people are not objective enough and loving enough to put another person in a place that is belonging to them. And how could they? How could they know what that person wants and want to be put if they not quite know it themselves? That is why we need to know ourselves, to find out where do you want to go, what do you want to focus on, what strengths do you want to build. And our human body is so intricate. I will give you a small example before I finish this. We have 4 sheaths that we can become aware of. We have our physical body with our 5 senses. That is our organs, our hollow cavity with our organs in, and our blood vessels, nervous system, glandular system. We have our etheric body, which we share with all life on earth. That means everything that is alive on this earth have this etheric body, this life body that works against the mineral forces that breaks down constantly in our body and in our life until it can't work against it anymore and we die. We break down. And we have our astral body, which is the bearer of our pleasures, pain, likes, dislikes, emotions, feelings, and our dreams, which we share with the animals. They know pleasure, pain, desires, passions. And the crown of creation, which we human have, the I, our conscious center, where I can relate myself to the other world by seeing the difference, by seeing who I am in relation to the world. That is our 4 we can become aware of in this moment. It requires a little practicing, it requires a little feeling our way and be aware of these different sheaths, layers we have, different bodies. And all of these are in a collaboration with each other, and sometimes one is stronger than the other. We just have to feel our way and balance them out and getting to know them. What is our passions, desires? What is our pains? What is our shadows? By knowing ourselves better, we can regulate ourselves. We can behave in the world as we want ourselves to behave, as we want ourselves to be respected, as we want to respect others. By behaving in the right human, real human way, and not on a subhuman, mechanical, and animalistic level. That is what I had to say today. May the divine bless us everyone on this path to evolution. Love you all. Goodbye.